Okay, look, this argument against wind energy is the worst. How much oil they use, like it takes to lubricate them, that's the worst argument. The argument against wind, if you're pro environment, is that as long as you're building wind turbines, you're never off of oil. Never. There's not a day that comes where you're off of oil if you're using wind. Let me explain why. It's going to take over 2 billion barrels of oil to build the wind turbines they want to build to get to net zero. 2 billion barrels. Before we even get those wind turbines finished, we'll have to start replacing all of them, which will require another 2 billion barrels of oil. Building wind turbines is an endless cycle of having to produce more oil to build more wind turbines. There is no getting off of oil when you're using wind. It's not a thing. It is simply not a thing. And that doesn't include offshore wind turbines, which require a massive amount of oil just to put up one. It takes about 30,000 barrels of oil to construct a single offshore wind turbine. This is why a lot of people say that wind energy isn't green. It's not green. You could say it's greener, absolutely, 100%. But people have this expectation that we're going to be completely off of oil, and that's what I keep trying to tell them, that we're not. It's not a thing. It's not a thing that's going to happen. And when you couple that with the fact that it is, in fact, intermittent energy, and that when the wind blows, it doesn't produce energy, and to fix that is going to require a massive amount of battery banks. And this is why everyone says, everyone that has studied this says, if you really want to electrify everything, nuclear is the single most reliable thing there is. That is constant baseload power. It's not about being against wind energy. It's about, if we're going to spend $100 trillion to transition, or whatever the number is, it keeps changing. But if we're going to do that, then let's spend the money wisely on what works. Don't latch on to some type of renewable energy just because it's renewable. You have to really educate yourself on this stuff. It's not as simple as they say it is. It's really not. Yeah, I'm not sweating the 700 gallons of oil there. Yeah, no.